title history of beat 'em ups may be a little misleading to what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to look at 4 beat 'em up games and talk a little bit about what they're about, and then also give a context to the whole beat 'em up genre altogether, and then give my opinion throughout. First, let's give it to the granddaddy of them all, Double Dragon. So in this game, the Black Warriors have taken your girlfriend. They punch her in the stomach, which is pretty violent for 1987. Anyway, they punch her in the stomach, take her away, and you can either choose Billy Lee or his brother, Jimmy Lee, and go throughout the campaign fighting the Black Warriors to try and save her. Now, the amazing thing at the end here is you actually fight the other character that you didn't choose for the love of Marion, because, I guess Jimmy apparently turns into an evil person, but it's really weird. Now anyway, playing this again is pretty amazing because there's a few things I noticed. For one, the move list is pretty limited. You can punch and kick, and it's kind of hard to do jump kicks because you kind of gotta match the controller together. Also, if you notice as I'm playing this, there's always 2 enemies on the screen. And those enemies are also, like the 2 Lee brothers, are also twins of each other. Now, they might not literally be twins, but in terms of character sprites, they are exactly the same. Now, apparently when making this, it had to be that way for some programming thing. Anyway, the music is awesome, and that's probably the contributing part of this whole game, beside it being kind of like, again, the granddaddy of beat-em-ups, even though it wasn't super the first, but it, you know, made the genre kind of popular. And other than that, it's just kind of plain, I don't know, a Bobo, the weird deformed boss is kind of cool, but it's kind of hard and just kind of forgettable and repetitive, but love that music. Up next, we have Battletoads, the infamous beat-em-up that is hard as hell. So let me give you the plot line according to Wikipedia, because it is pretty insane, even by today's standards. So after her defeat by the Galactic Corporation at the Battle of Canis Major, the evil Dark Queen and her renegade space troops retreat to the outer reaches of the universe, hiding out in dark spaces between the stars. Meanwhile, on board the spaceship Vulture, Professor T. Bird, hilarious name, and the trio of Battletoads, Rash, Zitz, and Pimple, are escorting the Princess Angelica back to her home planet, where her father, the Terran Emperor, aka Earth, Terran, Terra, you got it, awaits her safe arrival. Along the way, Pimple, the biggest Battletoad, takes Angelica out for a cruise in the Toadster to a nearby leisure station. However, the Dark Queen ambushes them before they can get there, and they are kidnapped and carried away to Ragnarok's world, the Dark Queen's planet. Professor Bird sends the remaining Battletoads, aka 2 of them, down on Ragnarok to save Pimple and Angelica, knowing it will be a hard battle against the planet's dangerous environments, traps, and every forces. Anyway, so this is a co-op game. Basically, they needed to make a co-op game like Double Dragon 4 years later, I should say, and it's more of a rival to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they're space toads, not New York Turtles. They're pretty similar. Anyway, this game does have some shining moments, let's say. For one, the Battletoads can morph their fists, so like if you kick something, it'll kind of turn into a boot. Sometimes their fist will turn into a hammer or something like that. Again, the music is pretty good, I gotta say that. And just the premise alone is just kind of crazy and laughable. Not because it's really insane so much, but it makes me laugh because it just reminds me of the 80s so much. I mean, I can count so many 80s mutated animal shows. There's this weird dinosaur one, I can't remember what it's called. There's these shark ones, Street Sharks I think that was called. I don't know, it's just a lot of just mutating animals. So other than just kind of some of the unique battle things, it's just really hard. I can't get past this bike sequel right now, and I've tried so many times to beat it. You just need expert precision and dexterous hands. It's insane. It's kind of fun to go back to, but yeah, again, like Double Dragon, it just kind of falls flat, but I mean, it's part of history, so play it. So with the previous 2 games, I played them as a kid, but with these next 2, I never did, and going to them nowadays, they actually surprisingly hold up pretty well. So the first one here is River City Ransom. It's a high school drama kind of thing. Basically, you're going through River City, and you're trying to rescue your girlfriend, Cindy. Now, it follows Alex and Ryan, and you can play as either, kind of, if in the co-op mode. But anyway, so you're going through, and you're fighting bad guys, and they drop money when you defeat them, and they also say weird, funny things, just weird dialogue, as you can see, as I'm fighting them or whatever. And then you can use that money to go to these shops and upgrade your stats. For example, you buy tea, maybe your HP goes up, or you buy some sushi and maybe your power goes up. And the cool thing about this is there's a password system. Now granted, it's a huge password system of like, I don't know, it seems like 50 characters or more. So it's kind of a pain to have to input things or whatever, but before battery saves, this was kind of innovative, I would have to say, in 89. But I just enjoyed it a lot. The music's pretty cool, the concept, the look of it's really funny, just the way the guys light up and their eyes bulge out when you punch them in the face or whatever. You can use weapons as you go throughout. Again, you can upgrade your stuff. So it reminds me of one of my favorite games from the past couple of years, Scott Pilgrim, which I didn't realize takes a lot of stuff from River City Ransom. And I always heard about River City Ransom growing up, but I never played it myself. And especially from game critics, they remember it fondly. So I plan to maybe play throughout this entire game someday, chronicle it or whatever. But for now, check it out, because it surprised me, and hopefully it'll surprise you and tickle you the same way. Lastly, we have Mighty Final Fight, which is a sequel to the original arcade Final Fight game. So I again am going to read the plot according to Wikipedia. The Mad Gear Gang, the dominant street gang in Metro City, have kidnapped Mayor Hagar's daughter Jessica. After Hagar is informed of her kidnapping, he sets out to rescue her along with his two friends, Cody, Jessica's boyfriend, and Guy, Cody's training partner. And that's pretty much it. You go throughout Metro City fighting dudes, but in case you misheard me, I said the mayor. And you know, you think of a mayor, you kind of think of maybe Air Force One, kick-ass kind of political leader fighting dudes. And no, it's better here, because Mayor Hagar rips off his shirt, he's wearing nothing but pants and suspenders, and it's amazing. They all have their kind of different fighting styles. He's kind of a huge brawler dude, and the other two are kind of a little bit fast or whatever. The style is kind of similar to River City Ransom. I think they're definitely trying to, but you know, in Capcom has their usual music. It kind of sounds like Mega Man actually, but it's not surprising again with Capcom. Pretty fun. There's no like leveling up, but it's still kind of just a fun little brawler. I love playing a lot just for the concept of having this brutal, huge mayor going out and just punching dudes in the face. We need more of that. I imagine if Mayor Giuliani was in office and he was a little bit more beefed up, I can see him doing that. I would play a Mighty Final Julian game. I don't know, maybe there's one out there. But anyway, so that's Mighty Final Fight. And also, boys and girls, that is a brief history on beat 'em ups.
Boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, subscribe, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, subscribe.